pair of undefeateds. Kenny Galarza, Kenny K.O. Galarza trying to make it 14 in a row in the knockout category. And Brad Solomon, who was 11-0 with 4 knockouts. Well, out of the red corner, Brad Solomon, 27-year-old from Austell, Georgia, about 17 miles west of Atlanta. And Solomon, a little bit of a late bloomer as we take a look at his bio blast. And Brad Solomon got kind of a late start in his boxing career. Actually began boxing while he was in prison in Louisiana. Started boxing at age 18. He has some chops, though. 13-time National Golden Gloves gold medalist. So 3 times with the National Golden Gloves gold medalist. Fared very well as an amateur. And Solomon as well with some outstanding amateur victories, including Andrade and Lattimore. And then keep in mind a couple of quality wins in his last 3 fights against favored fighters Damian Frias and Ray Robinson. And on the other side, Kenny K.O. Galarza fighting out of the blue corner. Outstanding talent from Puerto Rico. He's at a little bit of a height disadvantage, about 3 inches at 5'8". As we take a look at our bio blast for Kenny Galarza, the amateur standout from Puerto Rico. It is a boxing family. He's trained by his father, Israel. He'll have one of his brothers in his corner, and 2 of his brothers are professional fighters, 1 an amateur fighter, and he has knocked out all 13 opponents. So the welterweights square off in time now to check out Teddy's fight plan.
All right, I'm doing a fight plan on the co-feature tonight instead of the main event because, quite frankly, it's a more competitive fight. You see the palm tree behind me? One of the fighters will be underneath that tomorrow with a nice pina colada or something like that. And the other one, he won't be. I'm going to play Solomon. Solomon's going to play Galarza. Galarza's the puncher. Hey, this is some fight. I can't believe the managers put these 2 undefeated fighters together at this point in their career. Now, Galarza, he's going to be coming looking for him. That means Solomon, real smart fighter, going to have to use those wheels a little bit. Bang, bang. Turn a little bit. Bang, bang. Pot shot. Snipe a little bit. If Solomon can do that, well, he'll be the one tomorrow with one of those drinks with the umbrellas in them. He'll be the winner. All right, now, Galarza's the puncher, and he's going to be going after Solomon, who's a slick guy. But how is he going to land the power punch? Well, he's going to look for the right hand because Galarza has a lot of confidence. He's scored a lot of knockouts with that punch. So he's going to go after Solomon. He's going to throw that right hand. He won't always land it, but he can come back to the body. Bang. So miss here, bang, right back to that body. That'll freeze him. Bang, bang. Then you go back upstairs. If Galarza does that, sunny days, tropical days, winning days.
It's been nothing but winning days for Kenny Galarza. Perfect 13-0 and a powerful right hand. It tries to make it 14 consecutive knockouts. And Kenny Galarza going up against Brad Solomon from Fuchs Pavilion here at Miami-Dade Expo. A steamy night here in Miami. Friday night fights. John Shambi and Teddy Atlas. Joe Tessitore on assignment at the Belmont. Up to the ring, and referee Sam Burgos.
Any questions? Una pregunta? Touch him up, come out the bell.
All right, so Teddy, we get ready to go. Kenny Galarza with that power punch. We talked with Brad Solomon, who only has 4 knockouts, but Solomon said if he doesn't think I have power, he'll find out.
Well, Solomon looks to catch you clean, and when you catch somebody clean, you don't have to be a Joe Louis type puncher. You're going to be effective.
And we're underway here in Miami. Again, Solomon with an outstanding amateur career.
There's danger for both guys here. For Solomon, it's the power of Galarza. For Galarza, the danger is his style and overall ability of Solomon. That if he can't knock him out, if he can't hurt him, does he get frustrated? How does he behave? That may be the question tonight to follow.
Solomon, a guy that moves well.
What I like about Galarza, he not only has power, but he knows how to fight. He's technically solid, and one of the reasons, 300 amateur fights. So he's been around the block 2 or 3 times. Solomon will do just like we talked about in the fight plan. In and out, pick spots.
Kenny Galarza guy actually started fighting when he was 5. Followed his brothers and his dad to the gym.
Galarza has to use that jab. John, a lot of fighters, they're fighting a slick guy like Solomon. They give up the jab. They figure, okay, we just need the power tonight. But no, 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 no. If you're Galarza and you're in his corner, use that jab to stabilize Solomon, to keep him from pot-shotting you. Keep him thinking about something a little bit. And then go to the body.
The body for Galarza is something that you really emphasized.
Yeah, because look at the wheels of Solomon. He's going to use those legs to get out of harm's way. No better way to take the air out of them than to go downstairs.
And a low blow.
Over there. Time.
And Sambergo sends the fighters to neutral corners. Let's take another look at the low blow.
Now that's one that's explainable. That's a low blow with an explanation there. Take another look. You see the head get pulled down of Galarza, so that forced the punch to go a little bit low. So not really Galarza's fault.
Under a minute to go here, first round in Miami. Friday night fights from Fuchs Pavilion at Miami-Dade Expo.
If Solomon's going to do well, it's going to come with the jab and with his legs. Galarza's going to do well. It's going to be when he gets Solomon stationary. See, that's what I mean, John, about Galarza being more than just a walk-in, seek-and-destroy missile. He's got some brains about him, some intellect about him. He'll force you into a position when you're slick. Watch what he does with Solomon. He'll force him into a position where Solomon's going to stop the punch. And then he'll take a little step back, and he'll catch Solomon coming in. That is intellect. That's not just brute force.
Let's go.
Referee Sambergo separates the fighters, and now action continues. Tough right there from Brad Solomon, maybe the best punch of the round.
We got 10. We stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Well, our first round here in Miami is in the book. Teddy, interesting first round. Galarza may have had the better of the exchanges, but Solomon maybe that better one punch.
Yeah, because he sets it up. He sets it up with his legs. A little bit of movement, kind of like making a cake. You know, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, a little eggs here and there, a little flour, and all of a sudden, bang, you have a cake. Well, you get a punch when you use your legs, and Solomon knows that. Moves a little bit, keeps the stronger guy off balance, and creates openings. He knows how to do that.
I like it. We got the cake, and we have umbrella drinks coming sometime tomorrow. You promised.
Should be a party. I tell you one thing right from the start. If I had Galarza, a guy who knows how to fight, a guy who had a good amateur pedigree, a guy who has dynamite in his hands, a guy who you can build up as a TV-friendly guy, I'd never put him anywhere near Solomon. Not at this point in his career. Solomon, to me, is too slick and too dangerous a fight for a guy who depends on power. We'll see whether or not I'm right.
It's interesting, though. Would you say that the reverse is the same? I mean, it's dangerous for both these guys.
Yeah, but when you have a puncher, you can build that punch up. You know, it's more pressure on Solomon in his career. A lot of guys won't want to fight a guy like him, a real slickster, a guy that doesn't really have a lot of marquee value right now. Galarza has marquee value. He's a puncher. He's something you can sell. He's something you can market.
Closing in a minute to go here in our second round. Brad Solomon, Kenny Galarza scheduled for 10 rounds.
And again, Galarza, I think, is getting himself into early trouble. He's allowing the rhythm, the tempo of the fight to be controlled by the slicker guy, Solomon. And why? Galarza not using that jab. He's just waiting for power to take care of things. Well, he keeps this up. He may be at the wrong end of a 10-round decision, still waiting for power. So far, it's Solomon's kind of fight, John. On the outside where he's got distance, he's away from the stronger guy. He can use his quicker hands. And he can be smart.
Galarza hasn't gotten off that power punch you talked about.
Another thing that's really